A gentle princess, fair and kind, prepared for a long journey. She was betrothed to a prince in a distant land. Her maidservant, cold-eyed, packed the royal carriage. Falada, her talking horse, whinnied softly. The queen, her mother, embraced her tearfully. She gave the princess a small, blood-stained cloth. "Wear this for protection, my dear child," she whispered. The journey began, dust rising from the road. Days turned into weeks. The landscape changed. The maidservant's demeanor grew increasingly harsh.
Food was nice.
One day, by a stream, the princess felt parched. "Fetch me water, dear maid," she requested gently. The maid sneered. "Fetch it yourself, goose girl." The princess, shocked, knelt to drink from the stream. The maid snatched her mother's cloth, hiding it away. Without the cloth, the princess felt weakened, vulnerable. The maid then demanded, "Exchange clothes with me." The princess refused, her voice trembling. The maid drew a dagger, its blade glinting menacingly. "Obey, or I shall end your life right here." Fear gripped the princess's heart. She reluctantly exchanged her royal garments. The maid donned the fine silks, a cruel smile on her face. The princess wore the maid's coarse, simple dress. "Now, swear you will never reveal my secret." The princess, terrified, swore an oath. They continued their journey, roles reversed. Falada watched, his wise eyes full of sorrow. They arrived at the prince's castle gates. Trumpets blared, banners waved in welcome. The false bride, regal in stolen finery, was cheered. The true princess, unnoticed, walked behind. The old king greeted the princess warmly. He looked at the humble girl, sensing something amiss. The false bride spoke to the king, her voice haughty. "This girl is useless. Send her to tend the geese." The king, puzzled, agreed to her request. The true princess was led to the goose pasture. Her heart ached with injustice and despair. The false bride, now secure, feared Falada's wisdom. She approached the king with a sinister plea. "That horse, Falada, troubles me greatly. He speaks too much. He must be silenced." The king, unsuspecting, gave his consent. Falada was led to the slaughter. The princess wept, powerless to save her friend. The false bride ordered Falada's head mounted. It was placed above the dark city gate, a silent witness to her daily sorrow. The princess, now a goose girl, began her new life. Every morning she passed Falada's head. "Oh, Falada," hanging there, she whispered sadly. If your mother knew, her heart would break. A young boy, Conrad, watched her from afar. He noticed her quiet dignity, her sorrowful eyes. In the fields, she often let down her golden hair. The wind lifted it, shining like pure sunlight. Conrad wondered, who is this mysterious girl? The old king, too, observed her silent grace. He sensed a deeper sadness in the Goose Girl. Falada's head, mounted above the city gate, watched silently. Each dawn, the true princess approached the gate. Her eyes, filled with unshed tears, met Falada's. She whispered, "Oh, Falada, hanging there." A soft breeze rustled through his mane. She continued, "If my mother knew, her heart would break." Falada's eyes seemed to gaze back sadly. This morning ritual was her only solace. She then walked towards the fields, a lonely figure. Herding geese was her daily humbling task. The sun rose higher, warming the field. She found a secluded spot by a stream. Her golden hair, usually hidden, was long. She removed her scarf, letting it cascade down. It shimmered like spun gold in the sunlight. A young boy, Conrad, watched from a distance. He was captivated by her radiant hair. He'd never seen such beauty in the fields. He tried to pluck a strand, drawn by its glow. She quickly covered her head, startled. Her voice, sharp, warned him away. Conrad, chastised, ran back to the castle. He reported the strange Goose Girl to the king. The old king listened, intrigued by the boy's tale. A goose girl with hair of pure gold? He sent for Conrad, demanding more details. Conrad described her sorrowful eyes, her quiet demeanor. The king sensed a deeper mystery at play. He decided to observe the Goose Girl himself. The next day, he watched from a hidden window. He saw her approach Falada's head, whispering. He saw her in the fields, her movements graceful. He saw her golden hair, briefly unveiled. Her profound sadness was palpable, even from afar. The king felt a pang of sympathy for her. He summoned her to his chambers that evening. She stood before him, head bowed, trembling slightly. He spoke gently. "Child, you seem burdened." She remained silent, her eyes downcast. He pointed to an old iron stove in the corner. "Go, speak your heart into that stove's darkness. Tell it all your troubles, your hidden grief. No one will hear you there. Your secrets are safe." The princess, hesitant, approached the stove. She knelt, opening the heavy iron door. The king, meanwhile, hid behind a curtain.
No, he heard.
He pressed his ear close, listening intently. The princess began to speak, her voice trembling. She poured out her tale of betrayal and sorrow. The false maid, the stolen identity, Falada's fate, her mother's blood-stained cloth, a forgotten memory. She spoke of her lost crown, her stolen life. Tears streamed down her face as she confessed all. The king, hidden, listened to every heartbreaking word. His expression hardened with growing realization. He heard the truth, raw and undeniable. The Goose Girl's story was finally revealed. He knew he had to act, to right this wrong. The true princess, unaware, finished her confession. Her secret was out, whispered into the darkness. The king, hidden, listened intently to the princess's whispered confession. Her voice, raw with pain, filled the silent chamber. He heard of the maid's cruel betrayal, the stolen identity. Falada's tragic fate, a silent witness, was revealed. The king's face hardened with dawning realization. He understood the goose girl's sorrow, her noble spirit. His heart ached for her suffering, her quiet endurance. The truth, long buried, finally surfaced in the darkness. He emerged from his hiding place, his resolve firm. The princess, startled, looked up with tear-filled eyes. The king approached her gently, a look of profound respect. He spoke softly, assuring her of justice. A glimmer of hope flickered in her weary gaze. Later, the false bride was summoned before the king. Her arrogant posture, her feigned innocence, began to crumble. The king's stern voice cut through her pretense. He recounted the princess's story, every detail precise. The maid's eyes darted nervously, her lies exposed. She tried to deny, to deflect, but her words faltered. The evidence was overwhelming, her deception undeniable. Her true nature, cruel and deceitful, was laid bare. The court watched in stunned silence, disbelief turning to anger. The false bride was swiftly brought to justice. Her punishment was severe, fitting her wicked deeds. The kingdom rejoiced at the revelation of truth. The true princess was brought before the assembled court. Her simple goose girl attire contrasted with her regal bearing. The king formally introduced her, his voice full of pride. A collective gasp rippled through the crowd. Her golden hair, now unbound, shimmered in the light. Her gentle eyes, once filled with sorrow, held quiet dignity. She was restored to her rightful place, her identity reclaimed. The prince, her betrothed, stepped forward, his eyes wide. He recognized the nobility, the grace he'd heard about. Their eyes met, a silent understanding passing between them. A true connection, born of shared experience, began to form. The kingdom celebrated her return, her triumph over adversity. Preparations for a grand wedding commenced immediately. The princess, no longer a goose girl, embraced her destiny. She walked with newfound confidence, her head held high. The prince, captivated, saw her true beauty inside and out. Their union symbolized justice, honesty, and enduring love. The wedding day dawned bright, filled with joyous anticipation. She wore a gown of shimmering silk, a crown upon her head. The prince, handsome and kind, stood beside her. They exchanged vows, their promises echoing through the hall. The true princess became a queen, beloved by her people. Her reign was marked by wisdom, compassion, and fairness. Falada's head, still above the gate, was a silent monument, a reminder of truth's power even in the darkest times. Her story became a legend, whispered through generations. Patience and honesty, she proved, ultimately prevailed. The kingdom prospered under her gentle rule. Children learned her tale of perseverance and courage. The memory of the false bride faded into obscurity. But the Goose Girl's legacy shone ever brighter, a testament to inner strength and unwavering truth. Her golden hair, a symbol of her rightful claim. And so the princess found her true happy ending. Forever cherished, forever remembered, the Goose Girl Queen.